Northwest for the milk can. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Fresno State's offense will go on the attack first. It was the Bulldogs who chewed up the men in blue the last time they saw each other.
I mean, the Bulldogs went frying pan to the head of a proud Boise program and really asserted themselves. And then this is a rivalry. This teams that play each other pretty consistently that usually have a lot of meaning on the line, don't they?
And Boise State was asking so many questions after they got beat down the way they did. Really, you don't have to look much further than Fresno and just how they do.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got to...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those you left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. They
conversion. They got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. The Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you, he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football does...
Turning it on! They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. So, but it's been kind of neutral the last 10 matchups, so good little rivalry, still budding, still blooming.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch, David. This thing really kicked off back when Boise State joined the WAC, and that year they upset then number 8 Fresno State. I think that's when people around the country started.
Touchdown, Fresno State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation. Did a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Snagged in the middle, it's Scott. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
And there he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Moving out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Firing toward the end zone. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Firing to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Handoff to the lone back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they're after him. crosses the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it behind the lines. It's Anderson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Catch in the middle. It's Orji. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down. Looking down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Broncos and Bulldogs tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. To throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Rolling right and going deep. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on third and goal. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Under fire. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldog. Fit it in the window for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it just isn't much damage.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're...
Breaks into the open. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's strong. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off play action. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Smashes through the tackle. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Using his legs, it's Russell. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
He's got the tight end. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Got it in the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Fresno State will have to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the signal, secures a fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives. Turning it on! Rams him with the stiff arm. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Inside the 25. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So the Bulldogs get the win over the Broncos, and you know Fresno State is going to relish this victory for every single second until they clash again. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another